Hey everybody, welcome back to Welch's Math Class. We are going to spend a little bit of time here talking about metric system and conversions within the metric system. I've got a little chart up here on the board for you. I want you to work on capturing that into your notes if you would for me. Metric conversions. This chart will be very helpful to you. What we'll see on the chart, and you can pause the video and copy the chart anytime now that you'd like. But let me jump back in here. What we'll see on the chart is the basic units of the metric system are meters to measure length, liters to measure volume, and grams to measure weight. Grams to measure weight. Now within the metric system, if we take any one of these and we decide to talk about 10 of them, for example, a decameter, 10 meters, we would put a DA prefix in front of any of those. We talk about 100 of any of these, let's say 100 grams, we would put a H in front of the G in front of grams, so HG. If we're talking about 1,000 of any of those, we'd put the prefix K in front of them. And so coming to this side, if we take a tenth of one of the basic units, that'd be 1/10 or 0.1. We put just a D as opposed to a DA. DA is for 10, it's deca. This is deci, just a D in front of one of the basic units. Centi is a hundredth, 1/100th or 0.01 of one of the basic units. So for example, a cm is a centimeter. It's a hundredth, 1/100th of a meter. And then if we put an M in front of the basic units, it stands for milli, and that's 1,000th. So if you ever see an M sitting by itself, you know you're talking about meters. But if you see an M in front of something else, even an M in front of an M, MM, that'd be millimeters, or ML would be milliliters, or MG would be milligrams. All right, so that's just sort of a basic rundown of the basic units of the metric system and how this chart kind of works. Now what I want to do is just give you a real simple shortcut that you can use to make conversions that actually sets this chart up so that you really don't have to do any math. You don't have to multiply by anything or divide by anything. All you really need to do is work with the chart to do some conversions. So just for example, let's say that we wanted to change, I don't know, how about 58 centigrams, and we wanted to know how many grams that is. So we're starting off with 58 centigrams, CGs, and we want to know how many grams that is. Okay, so here's centi, so we'd be dealing with 58 centigrams right here. All right, this would be our starting point. Right here. I'm just going to put me a point right there. And what we're going to do is we're trying to convert that back over here to grams. So what's going to happen to get from centi to grams here, we're going to have to shift 2 places. And notice that the shift, starting here, starting from centi and going back to grams, is 2 shifts to the left. So 2 shifts left. Now since we moved this 2 shifts left to go from where we are to where we want to be, we would essentially do the same thing with the decimal in the number that we're converting. So we would take the 58, which has a decimal right here, and we would shift that decimal 2 places back to the left. And so 58 centigrams is 0.58 grams. It's 0.58 grams. Let's grab another example right here and see what we can do with it. All right, this example I want to take a look at 3.8 kilometers. That's where I'm going to start. And I want to change that over, I think I'm going to change that over to centimeters. Centimeters. So I'm going from kilometers, all the way over to centimeters. So I'm starting here, and I'm coming all the way over to here. So if I put my starting point here, then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shifts. 5 shifts to the right. 5 shifts to the right. So I'll take my 3.8, I'll find the decimal, and I'll move it 5 shifts to the right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's where the decimal's going. In these little dips here, I need to fill in zeros. And so what I end up with is 380,000. So 3.8 kilometers is the same thing as 380,000 centimeters. So I hope you can see how we use the chart to make our conversions. Now, I want to make it even simpler for you than that. So we capture the chart and all. It's very useful and helpful to you. But let's give you a shortened version of the chart that you can simply use to make your conversions. And so when I need a quick chart, I think of the quick little saying, King Hector died. King Hector died. Then we're going to have a moment of silence for the basic units. Drinking cold. Some people say cold milk. I think he died drinking cold margaritas. So King Hector died drinking cold margaritas. And just remembering, okay, that's the kilo, that's the hecto, that's the deca, that's the deci, that's the centi, and that's the milli. And then here's my basic unit with meters, liters, and grams. So I can get me a quick chart very quickly. And I won't even go through all that. All I'll do is think to myself, and when I want a chart, I'll just think to myself, and I'll just put the letters up. King Hector died, moment of silence, drinking cold margaritas. And I've got a chart. I know that this stands for kilo, could be meters, liters, or grams. Hecto, liters, meters, or grams. Decagrams, decaliters, decameters. Meters, liters, and grams right here. Decimeters, deciliters, decigrams. Centimeters, centigrams, or centiliters. Millimeters, milliliters, or milligrams. All right there. So I've got a chart. So let's say I want to do a conversion of, 42 millimeters equals how many? Let's do that to just straight meters. Okay, so I'm starting at milli, and I'm coming back here, meters, liters, grams. And so I'm coming 1, 2, 3 to the left. So I'll take my 42, decimals right back behind the number, remember. 1, 2, 3 to the left. I'm going to put a placeholder 0 there. And so 42 millimeters is 42 thousandths of a meter. And so I can get me a quick chart, make my movements, and I'm ready to go. I hope that helps you as a very nice shortcut alternative for doing conversions in the metric system. You jump back in, try to use this, ask your tutor or myself if I'm in the classroom, or whoever you're working with to give you a hand if you need it, and we'll jump in there and help you there as well. I want you to do some similar exercises on the problem you're working on, and then you'll be ready to roll. All right, thank you. I'll see you next time.